Indeed, sentiments I agree with. Heater's on, it's about 8:45 Saturday morning, whatever it is. Anyway, I want to do a little bit more on the triculation of trike. Why am I calling it a trike? Because you're an idiot. Nearly said prick. I want to just work on the chassis of the quad today. Try and get this lever operating a bit better. I don't know whether it's the cables that just need lubing or whether it's the pivot points. We'll give them a douse of maintenance juice. There, a little rip off of WD-40, but I got 3 cans off eBay for the same price as like 1 can of WD-40. It does work. I've used it on some other stuff beforehand, but there's a couple of little things I just need to double check I've done. Hand gestures before we do it. I've got to do up the top bolt here. I've got to basically put the tank on, tighten that up, put the panels on, seal these like I said in the video. That doesn't even belong to the quad. This oh lovely, sits on the top of the battery of the ZZR. I've charged the battery of the ZZR. It's now running. The plan was today, if it was rather nice, I was just going to take the bike out for a spazzle and do a vlog side thing, but as you can see outside, it's rather shite, and it is actually raining at the moment. So I've just took Spurtage outside. Phyllis is outside, so I've got some room to work on this little wee bastard. So without further ado, I haven't started it again since I started it the other day. I'm not really that bothered because we know it runs. That bit's out of the way. I've got to put the back bolt in the exhaust. I've got to tighten that little one up there, look, and put a nut behind it. Everything else is bolted down. Hand gestures. So yeah, I'm going to set this up and bring you back. Jeez. Penis. Yes, in front of the heater, it is lovely. Right, I have lubed cables, managed to get some juice down them without putting the cable oil on and all this lot. Lubed all this up, what have you. That's the handbrake's now working. As you can see, that is the handbrake. And then you go boop. I enjoyed that, may do it again. I'm not going to, but they work, so that's good. Rear brake works. I've got to just take the bolt out of the exhaust to give me a little bit of wigglage room, because like an idiot, when I put the spring arm back on, I put that bolt on the wrong way round. The head needs to go that way. Remember, the direction of head is important. Need to just sort a few of these loose wires out as well, but I'm going to probably wait till the body works on and see if we can hide a lot of it. Yes, so yeah, cracking on. It's getting there. Yeah. Exhaust is on. Suspension bolt is in the right way. I've just got to tighten it up. Yes, we'll crack on. Just trying to think about what I might do. I might have to just take the tank off, which means I've got to get something to catch the fuelage, because the fuelage will leak. I might just end up replacing the fuel pipe because it's rock hard. And if I've got the right gauge, I'll replace it. So yes, we shall see. Yes, yes. Marvellous tune, but shut off because I'm going to get a copyright strike. Right, one thing I've noticed, like tank's off, I'm just refliblicating, proper word, the wiring. I'm not too happy at the position of the ignition switch because the wiring goes very, very, very close to the exhaust, and you know, I know it's like a generic thing, but I was thinking probably the ignition switch would be better mounted up here or something like that, out the way, because it shouldn't really come to any harm. The wiring would be tidier because everything would be coming from that direction. It's always better to come from just one direction. So I don't know, I might remount it. We'll see how we get on. If I can get it sort of tidificated, and I'll see what's what. But in the meantime, I've spotted this this rear brake bracket. Yes, he did it right. I'm not too happy about. I don't know whether somebody's just put that bolt in or what, but I think that should have a spacer on it, because when you adjust the chain, obviously, like a motorcycle, you loosen off the brake bracket so it can all slide together. You know, it makes sense, but I think that should have either a little spacer or it should be bolted, you know. I think it should be like that. So I'm going to see if I've got a little spacer to put in there, because I ain't happy about that. But yeah, we'll see. I'll see what I can dig up. Technical update 876. I've got the bolt out of the little justification there, and the problem was apparent. I thought that was the shoulder of a bolt because you couldn't quite tell. It is actually the spacer, but it fits through the groove. So my solution is to stick one of these bastards on it, and then that should then act as a spacer, because this bracket, ideally the caliper needs to sit square. Don't really like this style of brake anyway, but you know, come on, this is probably only capable of about 4 miles an hour anyway. It'll stop, so that's what I'm going to do. So at least then it's sort of where it should be. Yes, I know where I should be, in the Scottish Highlands. Yes, yes, nice little picture window overlooking a loch. A small blonde rubbing mine. Done. That now acts as a spacer. Rear brake lidge is now square. Doesn't move and wobble around like a mother. Right, what am I going to do? I'm draining the fuel at the minute. Over there. High fuel. I think I'm going to replace it. I don't know whether I've got fuel pipe, but I think I'm probably not going to get all this done today, because I've got to run some errands, and then I'm out with Tits Mackenzie later. We're going to go and see Farkham Hall at the cinema. Yes, that's really good. I'm looking forward to that, because the trailer looks quite good. I hope it's not a typical Hollywood trailer though, where all the best bits are in the trailer, the rest of the film's shit. So anyway, I'm going to get on with tidying the wiring. I'm not sure whether I've got fuel pipe. I'll have a look. I'll have a look in my usual places, and if I can't find it in like T-minus 2 minutes and 38 seconds, it's going to have to wait for another day, because I've got to get cracking with other shit as well. Right, James, shut up. I've de-bent the bracket. It wasn't bent. Turns out it pivots on the axle joint. So if it hits anything, it will just spin rather than break anything. So that's now in line with the tyre. There's another little job done. Yes, James, you still haven't done the wiring. Shut up. I've started tidying the wiring up, as you probably can't see, but that is going to have to be it for today. It's probably only going to be a short video, because I now have to go out and run errands, and then I'm out with Tits Mackenzie later. Right. That'll do for this one then. Goodbye.